What's up guys, this is Rise and welcome to another video from Kicks Are for Trids, submitting these battles. Play on words with Tricks Are for Kids, the cereal. Love it. And we are featuring some Shadow Alolan Marowak gameplay on the channel. Newly introduced Pokemon is a terrific upgrade, it seems, from normal Alolan Marowak, which already is a really strong Pokemon. But the shadow damage seems to flip quite a few matchups. So there's certain Pokemon where the shadow might not necessarily benefit it. For example, if it's like more of a bulky Pokemon where the bulk is the strength of the Pokemon, like Skarmory I think is the best example. Skarmory tends to perform worse as a shadow because it doesn't have as much bulk. So like 2 charge moves are going to KO it most of the time versus a normal Skarmory can live 2 charge moves. But this shadow boost to the Marowak seems to help it in quite a few matchups. And we're going to see how it performs. Opponent, oh, okay. The opponent gives up switch. I guess they have to, right? They kind of have to. Shadow Bone coming through on the Trev. Marowak uses Shadow Bone. These fire spins just chunking even more, right? With that shadow bonus. Shadow Ball comes through. I just got a text from Boygos. Oh, he sent me a good photo for the thumbnail. I don't think Vig's gonna outpace the Reggie here. Needed to get to 2 body slams. Focus Blast, obviously going to one-shot from that range and takes out Mr. Vig. Another battle starting here. Marowak versus Jelly. Jelly running Hex. Marowak started behind, unfortunately. Has to kind of respect the Shadow Ball here, even though they might bait, and they do bait. That's always tough. And they sneak a Hex through. Brutal. Could consider catching. Yeah, I think this is enough for a Shadow Ball. Yeah. Opponent sneaking another Hex through. In a tough situation here, but lands the Shadow Ball. Gonna aggressively swap the Vig, and is met by a Superior. You want to throw this Body Slam before a potential Leaf Tornado debuff, so good job throwing it here. Gets the CMP tie. Made it a little close, made Rise worry. It's a Frenzy Plant anyway. Also could have overfarmed there. A little bit of lag. Okay, I'm not sure if that was lag or maybe they intentionally let the Superior take them down to get some farm here, which I think is a smart play. Oh man, Pidgey out here is kind of tough because they're probably just gonna Brave Bird and dip out of there. Can Ninetales live the Brave Bird? That would be nice. It does not, and this is gonna be game over. Yeah, Jelly simply just shields and is going to get off a Bubble Beam here, which will be enough to take out Shadow AWAC. Alright, next battle. Meliodas. Marowak versus G-Fisk. G-Fisk. Spamming away. This is just a Rock Slide, so personally I would let this go. But they're going to elect to shield. They're going to keep it healthy. And yeah, you probably want to get off your move before you let them get to 2 moves. Because now you're kind of in a rough situation. Bone Club will certainly chip. Nice call by the opponent. Gonna get off another Bone Club here. You could consider... oh, wow, they let it go? Oh, this works out really well. The swap into Ninetales actually lures out the Trev. And now that Vigoroth avoids this is really nice. Oh, man, this is a tough call. I would shield this. But they make a beautiful call on the Seed Bomb. The tough part is now, like... Okay, yeah, you shield the Seed Bomb anyway, so kind of the same result. Can you get off the Weather Ball here? You can. That's huge. And now Vig is going to need to get to 2 Body Slams. So a catch might be necessary here. Unsuccessful on the catch. They go for the Hurricane, and now it's in Weather Ball range. So that should be game, I believe. Tough, yeah. Needed the catch. I'm not sure the opponent was quite at the Hurricane when they tried to catch. I totally forget. I wasn't keeping track. That's why knowing your energy counts are important. Marowak versus DD. In comes Umbreon, has a amazing answer. Finally getting some good alignment here. Yeah, this is such a dominant matchup for Alolan Ninetales. You can just charm down completely if you're quick enough on the swap. It's that sneak, which is huge, so I think should be able to charm down. I think Umbreon's 3 snarls away from a last resort, or a foul play, so actually gets a little bit overzealous. Hopefully lives a foul play. Does, okay. Sheesh. Throws the Psyshock for some reason. I think you... Assuming the DD comes in, you probably want a Weather Ball here. And then Vig versus Mandy. This is a positive matchup for Vigoroth in the 2 shield. Just because Vigoroth is so spammy. And this counter damage adds up more than the snarl damage. So gonna have to start shielding something eventually. Is in a pretty comfortable spot here. As long as you don't like allow a catch or... something crazy to happen. Keeps getting the pause after these charge moves, though, which is making it a little tough for him. So I have to be aware that the DD is going to try and snipe you here. Nice. Opponent doing a really good job dancing around. DD Double Dark makes a lot of sense. Excuse me. Another Shadow Bone coming through. This would probably KO from this range. Rock Slide. Gets AWAC really low, but does get to the Shadow Bone here. The non-stab Rock Slide from DD was not quite enough. Quick swap. Oh man, barely gets off the Body Slam. And Vigoroth is going to be able to close this one out. Nicely done. Very nice job by the opponent as well. They made it very close despite kind of getting hard countered there. Whack versus Goon. And this is where Shadow does a little bit better, right? Because your Fire Spin damage is just going to add up a little bit more. And you really got to try and take switch advantage here if possible. So great shield on the Shadow Ball. I like this play going for the Psyshock. No point in baiting here, in my opinion. Gets the shield. And now you can pretty much safely shield this, right? And take back switch advantage. Yeah, no way Jelly will get to a 3rd Shadow Ball here. Charm OP. In comes the opposing Charmer. And this is game. This is game. Took back switch and now has the alignment he needs. Come in whack. Anticipate the swap. Very nice. So personally here, I would not throw the body slam. I would just commit to fast moves. Because if this is a Night Slash, you live it. And if you were to throw the body slam, you'd be like giving your opponent an opportunity, right, to sneak in a counter. Played this one pretty much flawlessly. And gets the dub. Wifey sending messages. Nice. We got a positive lead here. Doesn't have a hard response to an opposing Marowak, so kind of is forced to stay in with their own. Once you get both shields, you could consider going in with your Vigoroth. Oh, it gets baited. That's tough. And then gonna lose CMP. I think you gotta respect it. Shadow Ball, wow. So you could consider catching a Shadow Ball here. Oh, they let it go. That makes things a little easier. Now you probably are gonna want to swap your Vigoroth. Oh no, they come in with Skarmory. I take it back. That's an example of like when I do coaching sessions and I'm like, so most likely they're going to come in with their hard answer. So you're going to want to swap your Vigoroth, and then they come in with something that's weak to the Marowak. And then my coaching student swaps the Vigoroth anyway. And I'm like, oh crap, I messed you up. Okay. Should be fine here. The Skarmory though is still fairly healthy, right? So it's going to be a little scary. If that Skarmory can, like, reach a Brave Bird against the Ninetales, that's going to be the lose con. So, yeah, might have been better off just letting the Marowak go in that situation, considering it only would have been, like, one fast move of farm. Gets off the Weather Ball. Should be good here, because even if they Brave Bird you here... Oh, it actually KO'd. I was going to say, even if they Brave Bird you, your one Fire Spin would KO before an Air Slash registered. Da-na-na. Disappear. So this is a tough lead for Marowak. Obviously, the Mud Bombs are really going to add up. Weather Ball chunking the Skarmory. And it's a Flash Cannon Skarmory. Oh my god. You don't see that too often anymore. Gonna spam off Bone Clubs here against the Ufisk. I'd consider going for Shadow Bones here. Oh, never mind. I'm getting distracted. I'm getting some important messages. My apologies. Gotta lock in, Rise. Lock in. Okay. Oh my god, what? They surrendered? That was not over. They still had 2 shields. I know they might be running like Bone Club, Shadow Bone, but you're up 2 shields, bro. That game was not over. Okay, Alolan Golem here. That is the definition of an early surrender. An early top left. Charmin away. Maybe call a Rock Blast. Wild Charge. That's fine. Oh my gosh, A9 just beat a rock type. And the opponent has had enough. They're like, I'm out of here, bro. Opponent's having a rough day at the office. Next opponent. Whack versus G-Fisk. Perhaps this time can put the pressure on a little bit more by throwing a move before they get to 2 moves. Okay. Well, this is perfect. Bro, what is going on? People are just... People have no patience anymore. I guess it's the no elo season. They're like, I'm done. Whack versus Dugong. The entire team here is pretty good against Dugong, so that's always nice because, like, you don't necessarily need to swap out if they were to swap. You kind of have to respect the water pulse here, but people love to bait with Dugong. So yeah, nice bait by the opponent. I like this play. I like swapping out since you're debuffed. Aqua Jet, wow. Unfortunately is met by a Medi, but you've got some great answers to this Medi, so this is not the end of the world. Body Slam chips the Medi. Gonna respect potential Psychic here, so yeah, that shield makes sense. And gets the farm and has so much energy here on Marowak. Bro, what is this? It's top left city. Top left city. Shadow Alolan Marowak making everybody top left. And once again, thank you to this trainer. Kicks are for Trids. Tongue twister. Kicks are for Trids. Like, tricks are for kids. Thank you for submitting these battles. And once again, if I'm like critiquing gameplay or decisions here and there, we all like can improve on our gameplay. I make mistakes all the time. This past week, I had more throws of games than I can count. So just providing some critiques here and there, and it's obviously easier when you're someone just like watching the battles versus the person actually playing in the moment. That's a lot tougher. So thank you so much, dude, for sending me these battles. Shadow Alolan Marowak got off to a rough start, but put in a ton of work at the end, and I think it's a great Pokemon you guys should try to obtain if you can. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, comment down below, and all that said, thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.